Good morning, Glenwood families, and happy April 12th and the 30th week of school already. We only have 9 more weeks of instruction this year. So next week, we will be beginning a transition as some of you will be coming back to school on different days. I'll explain it a little later for instructions, and others of you will remain online in the afternoon. So the hybrid are the ones who are coming to school from 8 or 8:15 to 11 or 11:15, and the rest of you who are continuing to have online instruction will have that in the afternoon at either 12 or 12:15 to 3 or 3:15. So I just want to remind you also that when you come to school, you have to still wear a mask, and those of you have to have a negative COVID test. So be sure you sign up for a COVID test at dailypass.lausd.net. All that information is on our website, or you can call us in the office. So you know what time of day it is, so go ahead and stand up and get ready for the Pledge of Allegiance by putting your right hand over your heart.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Okay, excellent.
I pledge allegiance.
And now we're going to sing God Bless America.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with hope. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with hope. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Okay, so our announcements are, we're talking about next week. So we're going to have a little bit of a staggered schedule with people returning to campus. But Monday, next week's schedule will be very similar. You'll be meeting your teachers online at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they'll be giving you some work to work on asynchronously, which means on your own during the day. We're also going to have a distribution of some materials at certain times too. So make sure that you check our website and listen to some of our Connect messages in emails and also our text messages. So on Tuesday, we begin hybrid, which means that our preschool, our TK, our ETK, and our kindergartners and first graders come to school first. And they come to school at 8 o'clock. And you'll be coming to school. The gates will open at 7:55. So you'll be lining up at two gates, and you will be social distancing. Remember to wear your masks. Remember that you have to be negative on your COVID test, because we will be checking our records. We have records of everyone who has taken a COVID test, especially if you've taken it through LAUSD. If you haven't taken it through LAUSD, you need to upload that test onto the Daily Pass website as well. You can call our office for assistance. And so that is about it. Then we're going to have people to make sure that you socially distance. We want your parents to remain with you, because when you get to the front of the line, we're going to check your temperature, because if you have a temperature, you also cannot come onto campus, because we want to all be healthy. Okay, so then at 11 o'clock, you will be dismissed to your parents, and your parents will be lined up outside the gate and the sidewalk, and you'll be lined up outside the offices waiting for your parents, and we'll be using a walkie-talkie system to reunite you with your parents. So parents, you have to get out of your cars to pick up your child. Your child cannot go into a waiting car. And boys and girls, if you happen to be walking home, I don't think anyone falls into this area in kindergarten or first grade, but the older kids, if you are planning to walk home, we need to have a letter from your parents giving you permission to walk home. So second graders through fifth graders, you remain online, regular schedule on Tuesday. Okay, then on Wednesday, we go hybrid with grades 2 and 3. Grade 2 comes in with our preschool TK, ETK, kinder, and first graders at 8 o'clock. So you want to make sure that you get there early and that you're all ready to go in. If you have that daily pass, you can show it. We will check and make sure that you are allowed to come onto campus. Grade 3, you will come onto campus at 8:15. So that means that, grade 3, you will be here from 8:15 to 11:15. And we will have online courses for our online students in the afternoon, but grades 4 and 5 will continue on their regular schedule at 9 o'clock with their teacher. Now, Thursday hybrid means that the fourth and fifth graders join all of us who have come onto campus. So they come at 8:15 along with the third graders. So our preschool through second graders come at 8 o'clock to come onto campus, and our third through fifth graders will come at 8:15 to come on campus. And then dismissal again is at 11 o'clock and 11:15. You will have a recess when you come onto campus for 20 minutes where you'll be able to go outside and play, and still kind of remaining socially distanced in your own cohort. So you need to stay with your own students in your class, but it'll be nice for you to get out there and play a little bit as well. If you would like to bring a snack, you can bring a snack, and you would have to eat it in the buddy area. And be social distancing there in the buddy area, and there'll be trash cans, and make sure that you put your trash in the trash cans. You are also allowed to bring water bottles if you would like to, because all of the drinking faucets are capped off, and you can't you can't drink from the drinking fountains. We will have some water bottles that the district has given us, but if you would like to bring your own, you're welcome to do that. But only water, no Gatorade, no orange juice, no coffee, no anything. You know, some of you bring those little drinks from Starbucks. You can't bring those onto campus. Okay, so next week is going to be a pretty exciting week for those of you who come onto campus, as well as those of you who are staying at home. Those of you who are staying home, again, you know, the preschool, you know, on the days that we begin the new schedule, you will begin in the afternoon at 12 or 12:15. Okay, so our character trait this week is resilience. Resilience means that you bounce back. And I think everybody's been doing a lot of bouncing back these past 15 months. So let's go ahead and take a look again at resilience. What resilience is.
Morning, everyone! Who does it look like?
It looks like me.
That's right. I want you to do everything that you can to knock your toy down. Who is the strongest in class? Jerron, come on up, please. I'm going to give Jerron a prop, and he's going to try to knock it off the table. Ready, Jerron? Okay, children, who can tell me what it means to have resilience? Yes, Paige?
Resilience means if you make the toy fall down, you come back up very, very fast.
Very nice.
So let's get up more times than we fall. And that's what resilience means. So resilience means bouncing back. Did you see it? No matter what happened, that toy still got up. And that's a little bit of symbolism there. But it means also keeping calm when life gets hard and just believing in yourself. Remembering that life always comes with challenges. Learning our math, learning to read is a challenge. Resilience also means to be able to problem solve some of the difficult things that we have to do in life. And thinking of yourself as a survivor, somebody who can do it, not somebody who is a victim. It also means asking for help. So if you don't know something, it's okay. And if you've already been taught that and you need to ask again, it's still okay. Ask as many times as you need to until you understand fully. So here is a little story about resilience called the hugging tree.
It's called the hugging tree. On a bleak and lonely rock by a vast and mighty sea grew a lonely little tree where no tree should ever be. How she got there no one knew. She sprouted stems and little leaves, as any tiny seed will do. There's hardly any dirt for me, no forest breeze, no birds, no bees, but I will do the best I can to make this rock my home. Her tiny roots pushed night and day, and bit by bit the rock gave way. A smidge, an inch, a foot, then two, she grew and grew and grew and grew. The ocean hugged the rocky shore, I like you near me, little tree. Let's keep each other company. Soft gold sunbeams kissed her crown, warm as honey pouring down. At night she raised her branches high to greet the moon up in the sky. I wax and wane, I ebb and flow. I cycle through from full to thin, and when I'm done, I start again. That's how life is, you know. One summer noon, a pair of loons landed on her canopy. A pretty tree, a sparkling sea. Shall we make this place our home and raise our baby chicks right here? The little tree warmed up with pride. She spread her branches high and wide. I'll be your home, she replied. And can you tell me if you've seen the forest where my family grew? We've built our nest in trees like you, quite far from here. And so you blew many nights and many days. You flew on wind, just like we do. They built their nest, they laid their eggs, and soon 2 baby chicks were born. Summer passed, autumn too. The little tree turned red and gold. Then winter came with howling winds and cutting cold that broke her boughs. The loons flew south, the sea all ice, the rock all snow, the moon was lost in thunder clouds. Mighty cliff, hold me tight, don't let me blow away. Little tree, with all my might, I'll hold you close, night and day. Storms will come and storms will go. At last the sun melted the snow, but now the tree could not grow. The storm had torn her roots. The moon gazed down and softly said, sometimes we lose our way, but with some help we start again. That's how life is, you know. And soon a boy came running by, skipping stones into the sea. When he saw the little tree, he stopped and stared. He touched the tiny leaves. He felt the ragged roots. He shook his head and said, I can bring you just what you need. I can help you, little tree. A tree can't hug a boy, has no hands or arms, but it can hug you with its heart, and that is just as deep and warm. Every day the boy came back, carrying a full backpack. From the pack he took a tin and poured out rich, brown earth. He packed the roots and tucked them in. He planted flowers round the tree and made a path for all to see. Now everyone will know that even on a granite cliff, a little tree can grow. And then he went to sleep and dreamed the things that boys dream of. Now, every day, new people stop to rest beneath the little tree and dream the things we all dream of, to love, to share, to give, to dare, to grow just where we are. And to this very day, they come. For on a splendid sunny rock, by a warm and bright blue sea, a great big hugging tree grows just where she was meant to be. Thank you for listening to the story of the hugging tree. I really hope you enjoyed it. I loved reading it to you. Right now, enough.
Okay, I hope you like the hugging tree too, because that tree was resilient. No matter what happened, that tree continued. And of course, did you notice that the tree got help? And by getting help, it was good for the tree. Oops.
It's called.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over a few little things for the daily pass for those of you coming in and for everyone at home too, because this is important to know. You will need to be able to commit to the daily behaviors of wearing your mask, staying 6 feet apart, and washing your hands frequently. You'll notice when you come onto campus, we have different little markers, little blue strips that will tell you, 6 feet apart. And then also we'll give you the directions, because we have certain directions that you can go only one way, like a one-way street. and other ways that you can only go the other way. So you also have to be tested for COVID as well. So in the restrooms too, you'll notice that we have fewer stalls in the restroom and fewer students can be in there at the same time. So you can only go into the restrooms if there is a stall for you. Okay. So here's a nice little Safe Steps to School video.
This is Sarah. She is excited to be in school. She enjoys meeting and playing with her friends, especially with Abby and Adam. Sarah knows that things are different now due to COVID. She wants to keep herself, her family, and her friends safe. Let's see what Sarah can do to defeat COVID. Before leaving home, Sarah needs to be prepared. She should put on a mask and keep an extra mask with her in case one gets wet or dirty. She can also carry hand sanitizer with her for personal use. Also, because COVID is so contagious, Sarah should keep her own books, paper, pencils, pens, and snacks and avoid sharing. When around others, Sarah should keep her nose and mouth covered with a mask or a cloth. COVID is very contagious. It spreads by tiny droplets that come from infected people when they talk, laugh, cough, or sneeze. These invisible droplets can go as far as 6 feet. People with COVID may not have any symptoms for 2 weeks or any symptoms at all, and they can still spread the virus to others. That's why Sarah cannot tell who may be spreading the virus around her. If everyone keeps a mask on, then everyone is safe. Masks also protect Sarah from inhaling the virus and touching her face with her hands. When meeting her friends, Sarah should avoid handshakes or hugs. They should keep a safe distance of 6 feet as much as possible. This is equal to 2 baseball bats. This is especially important if someone is not wearing a mask. By doing this, they can safely talk, laugh, and play. Inside the class, all students should sit apart. Follow the school rules for keeping a safe distance, keeping your mask on, and avoid sharing items as much as possible. Avoid crowding in one place and wait for your turn. Sarah should wash her hands frequently with soap for 20 seconds or use hand sanitizer that has at least 60% alcohol in it. Soap and alcohol kill coronavirus. Sarah should wash her hands, especially after playing with friends, before and after eating, after using items that other people have touched, after using the bathroom, and when returning home. When reaching home, Sarah should take off her shoes outside or at the entrance. She should wash her hands up to her elbows with soap and water, wash her face, and change her clothes right away. It's okay to wash these clothes with the rest of her laundry. If any child is feeling ill, has fever, cough, or stuffy nose, or has any new symptoms, they should not go to school. Parents should inform the school and keep sick children at home.
By taking these steps, Sarah can keep herself, her family, and friends safe. So can you. We all have a role in keeping each other safe and fighting COVID. Keep a safe distance and wear a mask, and still enjoy your time with friends at school. Inspire others with your actions, because good friends care for each other.
Okay, so you're not going to need to bring any hand sanitizer though, because we have big tubs of sanitizer, lots of them, so you won't have to worry about that. Okay.
This is Sarah.
All right, so again, to get some free COVID testing, and this is for anyone at home too, you go to dailypass.lausd.net. The closest place to us is Pacoima Middle School. And you can sign in, and you have to use your MyMail account to sign in. Okay. So again, when you come in, you'll check into school in person. You will show your daily pass, or you will agree to some of the things that you haven't coughed or don't have a fever or don't have chills. And then you'll come onto campus, and then you will be waiting in line, and you'll be escorted to your classes. Now, remember, anyone who has a temperature of more than 99.9 degrees will not be able to come onto campus, and you have to use a face mask. When you come onto campus, like I said, you're going to be going to your classroom escorted by our TAs. Okay, So, remembering our quote of the week is about resilience. It doesn't matter how deep you fall. What matters is how high you bounce back. And we can all bounce back. Okay, so now it's time for our mindful breathing. Okay. So I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful day and a great week. Thank you. Bye.